We're on the road to the Hot Rod Power Tour 2022, and what better place to start than Buc-ee's? Let's get on the road and meet up with our friends so we can enjoy this cruise in our freshly built 67 C10. Made it to, well, stop number 2 for us, but we finally met up with Kristen and Joe. They're our cruising buddies, so we're topping off.
Almost forgot.
The truck is running great. We have, we've been running like 188 degrees for the cooling temp. Oil pressure's fine, fuel pressure's fine. I did start smelling a little bit of burnt oil. I don't see anything, but just keep an eye on it, check the oil, and make sure everything's fine. All right, let's go. We made it. We're at the Power Tour 2022. We are starting in Hoover, Alabama. They've already been to Memphis and Nashville, but we left Daytona this morning, put about 550 miles on this C10 and had literally no issues. Couldn't ask for a better experience on a first maiden voyage of this C10. So let's check this show out and see what it's all about. All right, guys, day 2 on the Power Tour. We actually started at Hoover, Alabama, so today we're headed up to Pensacola. We got the crew over here. Woo! Getting ready to go get some breakfast, hit the road. I made us about 30 minutes late trying to put on that freaking sticker, but apparently Rain-X and stickers don't mix. So anyway, we're gonna get some breakfast and get rolling. Issue, not too bad though. We're riding down the interstate. Chris is getting some rolling shots of me, and we're just, you know, doing some hard pulls and taking off and having fun. And my throttle started to stick. So we got off the programming. So, long story short, the throttle cable was just a little snug, and it's not allowing it to go back to the full rest position. So we're trying to get this adjusted, and then we'll be back on the road. So, all right. Power Tour day 2 for us in Pensacola, Florida. We just made it. Everybody's stuff ran great, man. Just had a little bit of issues with that throttle that you guys saw, but coming in, it was a really smooth ride. Yeah, dude. Rick, what'd you think, man? Good ride?
Good, yeah, man, great.
Yeah, fucking great. So we're gonna check it out here, see what they got going on, and see if we can find some cool shit. All right, we just got back to the hotel. It's like pretty brutal, man, to be on the road all day, come out to these venues, and then just get beat up with the heat. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna take a shower, cool off, go out, get some drinks, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up and we're gonna head to Atlanta. See you guys in the morning. Well, we didn't make it to Atlanta. So before we left, our kids weren't feeling so well. They caught a little stomach bug, but by the time we hit the road, they were feeling 100%, so we thought we were all good. We went to Hoover, had a great time there, rode down to Pensacola, had a good time there as well. And that night, my wife started to not feel so good. So Friday morning, we woke up, and instead of heading to Atlanta, we actually headed back to the house. I didn't want to put her through another travel day with a 250-degree heat index out there at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And I felt like it was the right thing to do, and I'm really glad that we did, because that night I started to not feel so good. So we just took that next day, that Saturday, and it was a lazy day. We didn't do anything, which is something we haven't done in a very long time. But now that we're feeling better, man, what an experience the Power Tour was. I've been to tons of car shows all over the country, but there is nothing like the Power Tour. Driving around from city to city, cruising around with thousands of hot rods of all kinds, and meeting people from all over the country was a really, really cool experience. And cruising back roads through these small towns in America, getting off the interstate and just kind of taking the scenic route, taking your time. It was a really cool experience. If you've never done the Power Tour, I highly recommend you do it. At least hop on for a couple of legs to see what it's all about. But man, if they do one in 2023, I might have to do the whole thing. The truck ran great. All the parts that we had on there did phenomenal. The throttle stuck a little bit, but I think that was from my own doing, so we got that adjusted. That was all good. And the AC was cooling intermittently, But we're going to evacuate the system, make sure we have no blockages, and just do a service on it and make sure everything's good to go. But other than that, I mean, 1,200 miles there and back, it was great. It was really, really good. I'm really happy with the way the truck performed. So we're actually going to prep it for the Southeastern Truck Nationals. Not really going to do much to it, just service the AC system. And there's a heck of a lot of wind noise coming in, so we're going to try to figure out where that's coming from. But I really appreciate you guys watching this build and supporting us. This is something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. And everybody that's watched the video, liked it, commented, just thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I've been able to check off this bucket list item. It's something I've been dreaming of for a very long time, and to actually be able to make it happen means the world to me, and I'm so happy that you were along for the ride. I really appreciate all of our sponsors too that helped make this build happen. The truck definitely would not be at the level it's at without their support. If you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload. Right now we're uploading once to twice a week, and there's a couple of different builds that we have going on, and I have some really cool ideas in the very near future that I hope to be bringing you guys. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. See you guys in the next one.